All right, good morning, class. So as we come in, let's take a look at the board. We have the do now right there on the board. So we should get out our journals, get out our pens, and begin work on the do now. Good morning, Clive. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning, Philip. We should all be getting to our seats. We should all be getting out our journals. All right, let's get started, please. Thank you. We should all have our pens moving. Very good. Thank you. Good morning, Phil. Good morning. All right, so we will have 5 minutes to the bell, 5 minutes. All right, so they work on the do now. All right, in 5 seconds, I need you to put your pens down. 5, 3, 2, 1. I need everybody's finish up their last thought. Pens down. Okay. Everybody's got a couple in the back. We'd like to get your pens down. Very good. Okay. So before we get started reviewing this, I want you to take a look here at the board. So we're going to start with today's objective. So you can read it here. So you will be able to describe how Poe manipulates in paragraph 3 and describe the effect of Poe's manipulation or use of time. So we're going to see this again. This is not the last time we'll see this. So I'd like you all, but I would like you all to have read this. So we've seen this before, the use of time to create a certain effect on the reader, which is why I chose Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. You've all read this before. And even if you forgot what happened, hopefully you can remember the order of events that we worked on for the do now. Okay, so who thinks they know what happened first? Yes, Phil. Was it E? Yeah, very good. It was E. So can someone get the second after E? Yes, Andrew. Was it C? Well, there was one thing before C. What do you think, Danny? Was it A? Romeo finds Juliet unconscious? Yes, very good. So Andrea, do you want to try the next one? Is it C now? Yes, very good. It is C. Yes, you were just one ahead. All right, can we get the next one? What happened fourth? What do you think, Tommy? Was it D? Very good. And can you get the last one, Billy? Must be B. Very good, Billy. Very astute. All right. So hopefully we all got that written down. I read it all board for you all to see the order that these happened in. So we're going to roll out our discussion pods. We've done this before. It's all at your table. But this time today, so our scribe is the oldest student, and the spokesperson will be the one who is clockwise to the student who did that job last time. So we're going to have 5 minutes to go over these questions on the board, which are all about this order of events that Shakespeare used. It's all right here. So in 5 minutes, we will talk about these. So scribes will be writing these down. Spokesperson will be preparing to share this out with the class. Go ahead. So yeah, they go ahead, they take their notes, they prepare for the discussion. All right, class, let's be ready in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, we should be wrapping up our thoughts. 1, pencils should be moving down. 1, 0. All right, pencils, please. So let's take a look at some of these questions. We're going to start with this group over here in the corner. One, what is the effect Shakespeare creates by ordering events in this way? We'll start with the spokesman here. I think it's a question of, what's going to happen next. The reader is uncertain. Okay, yeah, is one word, but maybe we'll try to expand on that. What's the emotion you might be feeling? Maybe suspense, nerve for what's going to happen next. Yeah, I think those are much stronger words. Very good. Yeah, suspense. I think Shakespeare is making suspense here. Hopefully the reader does feel a little nervous. Very good. All right, number 2, can we get this, the next group here, can we get the spokesperson to answer number 2? So how did Shakespeare manipulate time in the conclusion of Romeo and Juliet? Well, when Juliet is dead, Romeo talks about whether or not he should kill himself for a while. Yeah, I think that's a great answer. So let's move to the next group. So let's have your spokesperson answer number 3. So what effect does Shakespeare's manipulation of time create? So I think it makes them feel kind of tense, a little nervous. Yeah, so would you agree with there is suspense? Yeah, I think suspense would be a very good word. All right, very good. So it sounds like we all agree in this class that Shakespeare's use of time here makes a sense of suspense, tension. Hopefully the reader's a little, all right, very good. So hopefully you can remember from our reading of Romeo and Juliet, the way the writer, the order he tells the story in, he can make the reader feel a certain way. So you're going to see this today reading The Telltale Heart as we continue The Telltale Heart. Okay, so now we're going to switch gears a little bit and talk about yesterday's homework. So think about your impressions of the story we've already read in the previous lessons. So what do you know about the story that you didn't know before? So think about this for a second. We'll give you maybe 5 or 10 seconds to think about this question, which is right here on the board. All right, I'd like to see your hands if you have an answer. I'm seeing lots of hands. I think we can see more. All right, very good. What do you think, Tommy? Well, I think we know that the writer is kind of crazy. Yeah, so how do you know that, Tommy? What evidence did you find for that? Well, I see he said, he always talks about how mad. He's always trying to tell everybody he's not mad. Yeah, very good. So he does repeat this a lot, right? Like you pointed out. Does anybody else want to disagree or agree with Tommy? What do you think, Phil? Yeah, I agree with Tommy. He does seem pretty mad. Okay, Tommy. Do you have a reason why that you agree with him? Well, I think he's crazy because he wanted to kill someone over an eye. That seems like a crazy idea. Why would you kill someone just because of how their eye looks? Yeah, great. That's great use of evidence. Very good. All right. Okay, now that we've shared a few of our thoughts from yesterday's homework, I want you guys to move into pairs, and I want you guys to talk about what you annotated in paragraph 3. That was also part of your homework. So if there's anything your partner had that you don't have, I want you to write that in your own text. So swap your ideas. I'll give you guys 3 minutes to do that, and we'll get together in 3 minutes. So with your partner right next to you, you can begin now. Go ahead. So yeah, they look at each other's texts, they look at each other's annotations, maybe they exchange something they had from yesterday's homework. Also during this time, I'm kind of floating around the room, making sure everybody's on the same page, knows what's going on. So I'll act that out now. All right, very good. So I see you've annotated some good things here. Very good. Hey, great work, Tommy. I can see you're working hard. You had a great answer earlier. Let's keep it up. Okay, very good. All right. All right, class, I want to say, just walking around the room, I'm seeing some great work from you guys. Keep up the good work. We're going to use this, the same skill in our next activity, and it's great that you guys have a firm grasp on it already. All right, class, we're going to change gears. So in 5 seconds, tracking me, 5, 4, 3, everybody tracking me. I need a couple in the back to track me. 2, 1, very good. That's everybody. So here's the quick write assignment. How does Poe manipulate time in paragraph 3? And what is the effect of Poe's manipulation of time? So this is the focus of today's reading, and it will be your quick write assessment. Keep that in mind. So now I'm going to read the first few sentences from the paragraph we're going to focus on today. So everybody follow along. I need to see your fingers on paragraph 3. Everybody put your finger on paragraph 3 in the text. Tommy, get your text out. I need to see your finger on paragraph 3. Very good. So I'll get on paragraph 3. Hey, can you help him and get his finger on paragraph 3? Very good. Excellent. All right, let me read this. So I read it. It only takes about a minute. Okay, so that's what we're going to focus on. I'm going to pass out these worksheets. These have questions from the paragraph we're focusing on today. So we're going to return to your discussion pods, same spokesperson, same scribe, same researchers as before. We talked about this earlier in our last activity. So I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to begin. Depending on how well you guys are working, we might come back together as a group, but let's see how much you can get through. So you guys can begin now. Go ahead. Okay, so the students are working. I'm floating around the room, making sure everybody's on task, understands what's going on, etc. But maybe I stopped them in between their work. All right, class, let's take a moment and let's look at what we have for the first 3 questions. All right, so everybody should be tracking me. All right, I need everybody in the room. Even those in the back. Okay, very good. So, okay, so number 1. So let's take a look at number 1. Let's go to this group right here. Group number 1. So what did you get for number 1? Quickly share your answer, please. I think it was not quite bubblegum. All right, yeah, so let's, I think you're on the right track. Let's look at group 2. So what do you think? Would you agree with her? Yes, I would, but I would say it's a little more like bubblegum. All right, would you agree, group 1? Yeah, okay, group 1. So what evidence might you find to support what group 2 just said? I think if you look in this sentence here, he says the word nervous instead of madness. And I think that's important here. Yes, very good. That's a good point. All right, so number 2, what do you think? Let's go to this group over here. What did you get for number 2? So I think he showed foresight by being very well prepared. Okay, sure. Well, let's see. He was prepared, but what did you see? How did he prepare? What words did you find in the text to prove that he was prepared? Well, it said that he always brought his lantern, and he was always waited until he could see the eye. Yeah, very good. So I want to stop right here and take a look at this board here. We have a picture of a couple things that maybe we don't see as often today. This is a bit of an older text. So this one right here, this is a picture of a lantern. So who can tell me what a lantern does? Yeah, Billy. I guess it's a light. Yeah, it's a light. So today we have electricity. These lanterns didn't have electricity. So that's what this looks like. And this one, you might know what a hinge is. You see this in the text, hinge. Take a look at your text. Yeah, so this is a picture of an old door hinge. You would use it where the door opens up, right where the door meets the wall there. So that's kind of what we're looking at when we're looking at this text. So sometimes these older texts, you sometimes have to picture things as they were back then. So hopefully these pictures help. All right, so I want you guys to continue working on your work. So you've got a lot of questions there on that worksheet I just handed out. You're going to use all these for future assignments. I'll be walking around the room. I'm making sure everything's going smoothly. Go ahead. So this is like a 15-minute period where they're working on this. I'm floating around the room, making sure students are doing okay. Okay, class, we're gonna wrap up this for now. Last thing we'll do today, here up on the board is the quick write assignment. So can I have a student read the quick write assignment? Yes, Andrea. How does Poe manipulate time in paragraph 3? What is the effect of Poe's manipulation of time? Thank you, Andrea. Very good reading. So you guys will have 8 minutes to write this and get this turned in. When you're done, you'll have the rest of class to work on whatever unfinished questions you have on your discussion questions worksheet, but that will be independent, so we should be quiet until the bell. So quick write, unfinished questions on your worksheet. Go ahead.